probably will show you the calculation, and this sheet is attached with the video, so on the link below, so you can download the sheet and then use this calculation. So let me quickly walk through um, what are the different rules actually and how the amount will be calculated. So just to give an idea, like as you know, actually anyone who makes 75,000 or less are eligible for one-time $1,200 of check. Yeah, so you will be receiving $1,200 check if you are making 75,000 or less as an individual. Yeah, and if you are married, then definitely you can just double that amount, which is 150K annually. So if you have filed your taxes jointly as a married couple, and you are earning 150K or less, then directly you will get 2,400 check. So that is another point. Next point is, if you have children as an individual, as a single parent, or as a couple, so for each child you will be getting 500 additional dollars. Yeah, so for example, if you have filed married and your annual income is 150K or less, then you will be getting 24K plus. If you have one kid or one child, then you will get 500 extra, and if you have two kids, that means you will get 1,000 extra, $1,000. Yeah, so there are few rules who will not get the check actually. So anyone who earns more than 99,000 annually will not receive a check. So if you are individual and you have filed tax as an individual, then and you are earning more than 99,000 in 2018. So this all calculation is for 2018. Yeah? So if you have earned more than 99,000, then you will not receive any check. Yeah. Same as for married couples. So if you have filed your tax jointly as a married couple, then you just double this amount actually, which is 198,000 K. So if your income in 28 was $198,000 above, then also you will not receive the check. Yeah. So there are some calculation like how about if your income is more than 75,000 K as individual, how this 1,200K is going to decrease. Same as if you have filed as a married couple, and if your income is more than 150K but less than 198K, then the amount will decrease. So for each $100 above 75K as a single or 150K as a married couple, for each $100 there will be deduction of $5 for every $100. So I will show you the calculation how that's going to work. So let's directly jump into the calculation or the calculator. So let's just delete all these values and let's start afresh. So this is all the calculation is based on your 2018 income. So if you haven't filed the tax on 2018, then if you have filed tax on 2019 or 2017, then that calculation will be on that income. So for this sheet, let's see if you have earned 50,000 in 2018. So you just put this value here as 50,000 and input your tax filing status. So there is a drop down, select the drop down value, you have filed single or as a married. So let's take the example of single. So I am saying here I'm single, my income was 50,000 K, so I will be receiving $1,200. Yeah. Same as, let me increase this amount. So if I say $70,000 I have earned in 2018, then also I will be getting $1,200. So let me increase to 75,000. So 75,000, still I will be getting $1,200. So up to 75,000 you will be getting $1,200 check. Yeah. As a single. Even if you are married and you are sorry, let's focus on single actually. Yeah. So as a single, is 75,000 dollars. You will be getting minimum of $1,200. So if your income is more than $75, so for every $100 your check will be reduced by $5. So let's take an example. So for example, you have earned $75,100, then you will be receiving the check for $1,195 check. Yeah. So for let me just give you 75,500. So you see that the amount is reduced by $35. So let's take an example of $80,000 here. So if it's $80,000, then you will be receiving check for $950. Yeah. So let's take an example. So I mentioned that if you are earning more as a single, and if you are earning more than $99,000, then you will not receive any check. Yeah. So let's put 99,000. So you see that the dollar amount is reduced. So if it's 99,000 or more, then you will not get any amount. But if it's 99,000 or below, then you will get some amount of check. So let's see, 98,000, then you will be getting the check for $50. Yeah. So that is the first scenario. So let's take the scenario for married couple. Okay, so I'm going to change that value, and if you have made 75,000 in the year of 2018 and you have filed your tax as a married couple, so I'm just going to change that value to married. So you see that the amount is doubled actually. Yeah? So if you are earning less than 100, so this amount is also will be increased when you file married. Yeah. So 75,000 each, that is 150K as a married couple. So up to 150K you will be receiving $2,400 check. So let me increase this to 100,000. So as a married couple, you have made 100,000 in the year 2018, so you will be receiving $2,400 check. If you have received if you have made $120,000, then also you will be receiving $2,400 check. If you have made 150K as a married couple, then also you will be receiving $2,400 check. Yep. So if it's more than 150K as a married couple, then what will happen? Let's see. So if you have made 160K as a married couple, then you will be receiving 1,900. So for every $100, the $5 rule will be applied also for married couples. So you will be receiving the $5 will be reduced from the total amount. So that's how this calculation works. So you can just put your earnings in 2018, put the filing status, and you can see the amount. So that's and if you have earned more than $98,000 or more, $198,000 or more as a married couple, then you will not receive any check. So just an example, if you have earned $200,000, then also you will not receive any check. Yeah. But if it's less than $198,000, then you will receive some amount of check. So that's how it works. So let's take another example for the folks who have kids actually. Yeah. So let's go back to the single earning scenario, and let's move to 75,000. So 75,000 definitely you will be getting up to 75,000 you will be getting $1,200 check. But if you have one kid or one child, then you will get additional $500. So if you have two kids, you will get $1,000. If you have three kids, you will get additional $1,500. That is $500 for each child. Yeah. So if I change this to married, and if you have filed as a married, then additional $1,200 you will get. So for example, if you have made 150,000 K and you have filed married and you have three kids, then this is the maximum amount you will get. So that's how this calculation works. So if you have two child, then this amount will reduce for by $500. Yeah. So if you don't have kid, then definitely it's coming back very full. So that's how this calculation will work for both the scenarios: single with kid, married with kid, single no kid, married no kid. Yeah. So I think it will cover all the scenarios. So this sheet is attached to the video in the below link, so you can download this link and start using. Okay. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.